In this video, I'm gonna show you how DxO PureRAW can transform your pictures. Hi guys, my name is Matti Sulanto, and in this video I'm gonna show you how DxO PureRAW application can transform your files, photo files, and it's going to be especially useful for Micro Four Thirds shooters and everyone who's using some really small small sensor camera like a phone camera or something similar. Also, if you have files that I shot, raw files that I shot on some old cameras, DxO PureRAW can really transform those pictures to something useful, even if the original is a complete noisy mess. DxO is known for their excellent lens correction profiles and also their superb sharpening and noise reduction. And DxO PureRAW combines all those three major features in one simple standalone application that is really super easy to use. And it's available for both Windows and Mac environments. Let me first show you how to use the application, and then I'm gonna show you some sample pictures that I have shot on the Lumix iPhone SE, the original iPhone SE camera, and some samples that I have shot on the Lumix G9 camera, and I guarantee you're gonna be impressed with the results. First, you of course download and install it, and after that you open the application. And then you can either add your pictures or you can just drag and drop your pictures into the application. And when you are importing your pictures, DxO PureRAW may ask you to download and save compatible lens profiles for your lenses, and I highly recommend you to do that. It only takes a couple of seconds and then it's done. And once you have imported your pictures and downloaded all the necessary lens profiles, then you process your pictures, and there you have some options. First of all, you have three ways to process your pictures, either high quality, prime, or deep prime. And I highly recommend the deep prime option because that's going to remove the noise, sharpen the picture, and apply the lens correction tool. Then you can choose the output format, which is either JPEG or DNG. And then you can choose where to save your pictures. You can either choose a DxO folder in the original image folder, or you can choose a custom folder. And once the processing is done, the application is going to ask what you want to do next. And you can either view your results and compare the original and processed, or you can export the pictures to your favorite application. My favorite application is Lightroom, but you can choose some other applications too. It appears what I saw some other videos and read something that all other applications don't necessarily automatically import the pictures, but the workaround is that you export the pictures to some custom folder and then import from there to whatever is your favorite post-processing application. And to my understanding, any application that supports DNG files can open these DxO PureRAW processed pictures. And I tried Luminar AI and Pixelmator, and they both opened the DxO PureRAW processed pictures without any problems. Let me now show you some pictures that I have shot a few years ago in Cambodia on this iPhone SE, and this is the original SE, not the new one. And first is this dog picture, just like a tourist souvenir picture, and this was shot at ISO 2000, which is pretty extreme for a small sensor camera phone like this. And as you can see, the original which I'm viewing now in Lightroom because I imported also my DxO processed pictures into Lightroom. So as you can see, the original picture is pretty miserable looking mess of noise and hardly any detail. But the DxO PureRAW processed picture looks like this. And it looks a lot better, and actually now it looks usable. Of course, even DxO PurePro can't bring up or reveal any extra amount of detail here, but still the picture looks so much better and there's hardly any noise visible. And now the picture is actually usable and I can show it to someone, and it even looks like there's more detail in it. And all in all, very impressive result. And here's one more picture that I shot on the street, and also here the original looks quite miserable, to be honest. But after DxO PureRAW processing, it actually looks quite good, and I can apply my normal RAW processing settings here. I can push the shadows and do all kinds of stuff without breaking the image anymore. I can't do anything with the original picture because it would just bring out all the noise even more. I used Lightroom mobile app when I shot these pictures, and the original pictures are also RAW pictures. And if you have a lot of phone camera pictures, especially if you shot them raw, then this DxO PureRAW can make miracles, and it's highly recommended because some of these pictures would be almost unusable before DxO PureRAW processing, but after they become very nice memories and very decent pictures indeed, technically decent, I mean, of course. The only real downside is that DxO PureRAW lacks support for many new phones, which I think is quite surprising actually and disappointing. And I recommend you to first download the trial version, which is fully functional and it works 30 days. And it's a good way to check out that the application supports your camera and your lenses. And I do have an affiliate link down below, of course, just in case you would like to purchase DxO PureRAW after seeing this video. And it's on special introductory offer until the end of May 2021. And the price is $89.99, and after that the price will be $129. And now let's take a look at some Micro Four Thirds results. Here are some shots that I made on the Lumix G9 camera, and also here DxO PureRAW does a really good job at removing noise and sharpening the pictures, and they actually look much cleaner than some pictures that I shot on the S1 camera in the same situation. Of course, if I process also those S1 pictures, they will improve too, of course. But I think, especially for Micro Four Thirds users, this application is really, or can be really useful, especially if you feel that your pictures lack certain sharpness and there's always seems to be a little bit too much noise, then this application is almost a no-brainer. DxO PureRAW makes a little bit too processed looking pictures to my taste, but that's a matter of taste, and based on the feedback that I get every day, all the time, there are a lot of amateur photographers who feel that their pictures are not sharp enough and there's too much noise in the pictures. And for all of those, or all of you, DxO PureRAW is almost a no-brainer because it can really add this probably critical part of sharpness into your pictures, and it can also remove the noise, and the pictures really look super clean and sharp. One downside is that you have no control over the processing. But then again, that can also be an upside because it makes the application really super easy to use. The learning curve is flat or zero. You don't have to know or read or learn anything. You just start using it right away. The camera and lens support is good, but it's not complete or perfect. So I recommend you to download the trial version and see if your camera and lenses are supported before you buy. I'm not sure if I'm going to include DxO PureRAW into my workflow because I'm pretty happy the way my pictures come out from my camera, and I can handle some noise, and usually I have no problem with the sharpness either. But if you feel that your pictures lack sharpness and there's too much noise, then I think DxO PureRAW makes perfect sense, and it's a no-brainer. And especially for Micro Four Thirds shooters and everyone else who are using a small sensor camera, or you have a lot of files from older cameras, especially raw files that you feel are unusable, they become usable after you process them through DxO PureRAW. So for many it makes perfect sense, and I think it's a really good application. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.